Hello guys, I'm Cancinex, and as you can see, there's a huge spoiler. That is kidding. um, yeah, today we are making a slime farm tutorial thing. Well, it's not a farm. It's basically just how to find slimes because it seems like a lot of people what? Is having a hard time doing that. So I guess I'm going to make a tutorial, right? Um, yeah. If you were to say, let's just build a little house. No, that doesn't actually matter. But if you were to say that you had your base around here, or in the forest, somewhere, um, you would basically, yeah, I actually need to, whatever, um, you would go on a website. I'm going to post the link in the description, um, but I'll show you how to use it. Basically, you have your coordinates here, right? And um, you need to write your seed down and remember negative. You need to remember the negative signs. When you've done that, you can write down your x and c or z coordinates, and then write down how much distance from that point you want to go out and search for slimes. Then it will come up with a grid, and the grid will be larger or smaller depending on the size you chose to take it out to each side. On that grid, you can see which chunks are slime spawning chunks, and you can also see the coordinates of it. So I guess I'll go on to the website and show you how you do it. Okay guys, we are here on the website, and what I did was that I, instead of um, enter my seed manually, I just went here and took from my my name, app data, roaming, Minecraft saves, and then I just made a world named slime tutorial. I just took the little that from there. Then you don't have to enter the long seed. And don't use this up here. That's stupid. This was what I was talking about. You enter the central point, which is where we were standing in, just before. And then the distance. I'll take it to 50 blocks. I usually do that. And then you'll just have to wait, and it'll, come here. So there's a chunk from x negative 48 to negative 32, and from z 224 to 240. Now what I like to do is just to go to one corner and then dig to the coordinates in each direction I need to, and then just hollow it out. Down here there's two, but it doesn't really matter to have two because you can just make multiple floors if you don't want to kill them automatically. If you want to get the XP and kill them um, manually, you can just make like 10 floors and go from each floor each time. That'll be very, very effective. So I'd say let's jump into the game again. Okay guys, here it is. This is 16 by 16. And basically we just have to go below y. Y is between x and z. We just got to go below y 40, or actually just be on 40. That's good enough. So normally I wouldn't recommend doing this, but it doesn't really matter if you're only going to, about here. I'll go to 36, and then just let's see. I think it's, I hear a lot of monsters. Let's get some light going down here. Okay, so I'll just block this off. This was 16 blocks. And then here you also need to have 16 blocks. Oh. Awesome. Yep. So I'll probably speed this up, and I'll see ya in very little amount of time. Yep, guys, the room is done. And I did some pretty huge fails on purpose. Like for an example, I went to Y36. Normally you would do it on 40 because they can spawn on 41. Now, because it went longer down, they can spawn up here. And that means you'd either had to flood the whole place or fill it up with blocks, because they don't care about lighting. And also down here they can spawn on every block you see where there's not a block obstructing it. So this wouldn't be very effective, this place. Normally I would abandon one like this with a ravine under it and such. So but I'll just show you the other basics. So you can't use torches as lighting in here. That's a no-no, because one torch here means that they can't spawn on this block, and then that means less efficient, or less efficient mob spawner. So what I like to do is place pumpkins, because they can spawn on those. That wouldn't fit, dang it. The one problem with this is, see, where there's no block underneath, you can't place them. Oh, this fits perfectly. No, just kidding. Oh. So I won't do the whole lighting. I'm just showing you how to do it. because you're probably going to build one yourself if you're watching this, I guess. Yeah, in my LP I have 2 chunks, and if you want to have like the fully detailed how to make the slime farm, the one I did with the water streams and such, you can tell me in the comments down below. Yeah, I won't do it anymore. So this was basically how you do a slime farm. Now I'm not going to wait for spawns because there'll probably be none, because I haven't explored caves. Yeah, you actually you actually need to explore caves to get it efficient, because normal mobs like zombies, creepers, skeletons, spiders, endermen, they share the same mob cap as slimes do. Oh, that's a nice balcony. So because of that, you don't want a lot of caves, because then they'll be filled with these mobs, and then slimes won't spawn. Slimes have a 1 out of yeah. If every tick a chunk sees if mobs can spawn, and after they've seen that mobs can spawn, if it says yes, there is a 10% chance that they'll spawn slimes, and a 100% chance they'll spawn normal mobs. So therefore, it's very hard to get slimes. So you really need to explore caves before you do this. You can't just do it and have a lot of spawns. You need to explore all caves in a radius of 144 blocks. Like if you were to stand here somewhere in the middle of the chunk, you need to explore caves 144 blocks that way, that way, that way, and that way, all around in a huge square. It's a bit like Dogm's perimeter. I think it's about 288 or it's 300 blocks in diameter, because 144 to each side. That gives 288. But to be sure, I think he made it 300. Um, I'm not totally sure about that. It's not my perimeter. Um, but that was actually, he did that for animal spawning. But that was basically how you can get slimes. With the tool on the web, please remember to use that. If you think a little, it's actually pretty easy to use. I'm out.